Hey y'all, if you have not realized, I am using Anchor. I've been rocking with it for a while. It is now made by Spotify and it's super cool because you can do it from your phone, from your computer, on their app or their website. And you can create ads to make money, subscriptions, etc., etc. And it's free. And so if you've been waiting on getting your podcast on, Anchor might be the thing for you. Just you could get started today. Welcome back to Creatively Exposed, a safe space for Black and Brown creatives, especially where we rehumanize the creative and we bike. And this might be a mini-sode. I just got a thought that I've been keeping it in my brain ruminating for a while, and so as I celebrate 3 years, last week was the 3-year anniversary of when I first dropped my episode, and I'm still here. I'm still here. Anyway, I've been thinking about what it means to go for greatness. I think many times, especially as a Black woman, I have been taught humility. And not only, I don't know about me. Let me backtrack. So, arrogance is not where it's at, right? However, having the audacity to show up in the world and take space in a place that always wants to consistently humble you, first of all, it's trash, but also, what do we gain in humility? In my opinion, humility is used to keep people, especially marginalized people, grateful and small for the shit that they have worked their ass off to get to. And so the actual definition of humility is a modest or a low view of one's importance. I don't think that feels good. And especially as writers, it's always this like, oh, am I even good enough? This writing trash. This is not good enough. This draft is terrible. Who am I to be in all this bullshit? Fucking lies. I'm very passionate about this subject because I only see women especially that apologize for existing and taking up spaces that they have worked hella 100 times to be in these spaces. And so I don't mean be arrogant, but let a motherfucker know who you are. Walk up into these opportunities and say, yes, I have done XYZ. You can Google me. You can check my website and see all these accolades. I am not lucky to be here. I have paved my way brick by brick to be here with my community. My community has helped me rise and feed into me in order for me to be where I'm at. Or not, right? What if you are self-made and you find a community later? And so, to have a low view of yourself just creates a wall towards the infinite possibilities that the universe has for you. Point blank, period. What is your need to be apologetic about being able to have something that you can bring into the room because your experiences are your own. Because you were taught to see and work and be 10 times ahead while having to sit and stand behind people who got here based off of connections and not merit. And you can combine those two, right? Unfortunately, we are in a society that capitalism is what keeps us surviving. There can be a lot of ways to maintain equity, but that's not what the fuck I'm talking about right now. I'm talking about heading through the back door, right? Getting in and letting the communities that haven't had access come through the back door. Especially in places where it feels like scarcity is the primary view, right? Like the primary belief that is given to us. Well, not to lie. And so what would it be like to go for greatness, to have the cojones, the audacity to say when somebody questions why you are there, I'm here because I am supposed to be here. Here are my accolades. Yes, I'm capable of XYZ. All I've ever needed is the opportunity. When people look and question, does the universe do that? Does God, Spirit, whomever, Yahweh, Jehovah Jireh, whatever you're into, right? Or not into. Because you're not in a room by luck and chance. You didn't fall into a hole and end up there. Sometimes someone knew what you were about and said your name, and now you are in that room. That is not luck, that is alignment. You have been doing the work to get here. And I'm reminding myself, right? Like, while I am, my you is always me. Like, the people talk about, like, who is the writer and who is the you in the poem or whatever. Nigga, it's me. It's me. I'm talking to myself as I am talking to you, like as if you were my home. It is time to stop playing small. It is time to stop being grateful for the scraps that people are giving you. It is time to ask for more. It is time to capitalize on the magic that you create because no one else can do this shit like you. It is time to alien superstar yourself. It's funny because in TikTok it was like the Virgo affirmation. It's like, I'm one of one. I am the only one. Right? There's nobody in this world that can think like me. Don't waste your time trying to compete with me. And that's sometimes talking to ourselves. We be trying to up ourselves, but like, be here with yourself where you're at in that moment, but also say, I am capable of receiving more. Because I was born worthy by just existing of this more. And going for greatness, and that can be as high maintenance or as low maintenance as you want it to be, and it shifts and it changes, and maybe the greatness is being able to rest, to being able to choose out of desire and not obligation. I think humility prevents us from expansion of seeing that there is a whole ass other way of living versus meagerness. It is okay to want more and know that you can bet on your fucking self. And sometimes you gotta go on a whim. And sometimes you hit hard the concrete floor and be like, God damn, this bruise hurts. But it's also dope as fuck to be like, I'm gonna jump and I'm gonna fly. And know that I am capable of flying because I have fallen and I have risen and I have flown before. And maybe this time I'll go farther. Maybe this time I got the right people in my life. Maybe this time I feel I am in alignment with what I'm supposed to do or desire to do or feel like what I am called to do. Not supposed to, because supposed to sometimes is a box that we place ourselves in. So I don't know, I feel like I'm preaching, but I want Black and brown folks to go beyond what we have been told that we could receive. It's like salaries, right? Like, oh, this is the salary that we're willing to pay. That don't mean they ain't got no additional capabilities to provide more. Do not be complacent with your humility. Ask more of yourself in a way that feels like you're receiving what you're owed versus being exploited. Yeah. So, Virgo season feels like a time to really sit and reflect on, are the things that I do every day building up to who I'd like to live as in my day-to-day, in my future, in my near future, in my tomorrow. And come Libra season, it feels like, is this really bringing me value across the board? It's purging season. It's cleaning out what takes up space that is holding us back. It's removing shit from stagnancy. It's giving, I am this new self, and therefore my chrysalis needs to be open and bigger and allowing me to expand these wings that even though I can't see them myself, I know they're beautiful, and I know that I've gone through hell and renaissance, right? Rebirth to get here. So y'all fly. Let go of this humility, but also don't be arrogant. Be rooted in who the fuck you are. And don't bat an eyelash. When people are like, oh, you did that? Yes. Actually, I did. And let me tell you more about the things that I'm doing. And so, friends, when I say go for greatness, I mean move out of the box. Even snails move out of a shell because they don't fit in it anymore. And they move into a bigger one that they will grow into. Humility is staying in the shell you grew out of. Don't play yourself. It's okay to want more because more is available. And so, have a powerful week, a restful one, a fulfilling and replenishing one. And as always, tell a homie, share with the homie. What are your thoughts? And do not forget that you are magic. Pas oublier où c'est magique. No te olvides que eres magia. Thank you, y'all. And if you'd like, throw in a rating, let me know your thoughts, hit me on socials, and there are always links in the show notes if you want to connect. Have a great week. Are you interested in unlimiting your healing journey? If so, please check out astrolizasix.com, also in the show notes. If you want to begin your crystal collection, need a tarot reading for spiritual guidance, or a natal chart reading, the dates open up in next week, July 8th. So if you are interested in any of those things, we got decks, incense, sage, all of the things. Check out astrolizasix.com and reconnect to your inner healing. Thank you for listening to the show. Check out our Patreon, the website in the show notes. Rate, review, and subscribe or share with the homie. And don't forget that you are magic. No te olvides que eres magia. Pablie use magique. Take care and see you next week. Welcome to Creatively Exposed, a podcast and safe space for Black and marginalized creatives to empower, educate, and uplift you through the final product of self and creation. Bring a homie, share with a homie, and enjoy the show.